smoke from Nexa to set them up for success. NiKo armored to the teeth, P250, and JaCkz doesn't get a second out of that balcony. Shiro sharp, and oh dear, Shiro's just done it all. It is a NiKo 1v5. He's hitting all the headshots. interz the one to save the day as one of those fancy new chicken. Will be reading, piecing together those sound cues. It doesn't look like it's going B though, and Gambit are in the right place for the punish here. G2 swing out, and nafany makes that MP9 sing. It is still an advantage for G2, but time becoming a little bit more of a priority. Shiro's tucked in. He has an AWP. He's stuck to the Deagle. And they're heading back towards Hobbit's domain. He's already floating back towards CT. He realizes there's a little too much silence falling across the map. 35 as this three-man unit charge into Hobbit's domain.
They have a smoke for spawn here, so it's going to get difficult for Hobbit. He's going to try and push ahead, go to coffins. What's the call? Smoke front sight. Hobbit could be set here. Yeah,
this is a chance, a really big one. He turns the flash, and NiKo's bottom sticking out of the smoke. 19. Time to hustle. They swing out and do find him, but chaos can be caused. If they don't plant safe, Shiro can and will punish. Don't forget he's got the AWP. If he takes a pot shot, God, he's actually ready for Nexa if he just caught that fade. Nexa's across to Emo. Crossfire established now, and I'm not sure Shiro's going to be playing the percentages, Chad.
Yeah,
we talked about this.
It might be a bit
off the line. And they surge towards CT. Shiro's ready. He could get overwhelmed. It's a swing from AmaNEk, but nafany in support. Gambit have booked him. The remnants of G2 heading in towards B. Hobbit's ready. So is the incendiary. These boys are pesky. And look at nafany's going to challenge just off the flash. They're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. And Gambit are doing the flashbang dance. Gambit nearly winning the round right there and then. It was off nafany's flash that they secured it. Shiro's flash, excuse me, nafany's push, piecing my brain and nexa go looking, and pins are pulled. It's going to get Hobbit set up. They might have run past him, you know. They did. No one checked, and it enables Hobbit to find another. AmaNEk from under the barrel does have a good chance, but Shiro is just such a nuisance. He's 11-1. No one can touch him. Pushes through his own smoke to continue to aggress and hold the line. He will be cleared by Hunter. Will he? Oh, dear. That's the... Lining up a smoke grenade. Flash as well. Oh, Shiro just looked away, but JaCkz there, and now Shiro's in a real problem. interz is there for some help, and oh, the bullets are connecting. JaCkz only 2. interz will have to do some more. They're swinging on him. He's not ready, and NiKo's Deagle connects. It's G2 turning up the pressure with just the Desert Eagles and Tech 9s.
Good util for this retake from Gambit. Plenty of mollies, HEs, smokes to work with as well.
Close corner is mollied out. NiKo will... He's safe and sound for now. nafany crawling up short. Nexa tucked in on that mini. He can smoke this and just try and isolate onto NiKo with a Hobbit swing as well. It's pretty potent. He's going ahead of it though. Just baiting the shots. Time getting a bit sensitive now. Needs to find at least one of these. NiKo responsible for the headshot, and he does provide. Hobbit's the last. They'll connect as well. As they come up, they're not going to be ready for that. An easy headshot. It's AmaNEk down. Hunter for the trade. Good find. This is a great opportunity for G2 to break the back of Gambit. JaCkz the entry fragger through his body, through the banana choke point, supported by a barrage of flashbangs, and it did provide a dead AWP. Gambit's response, a boost, 3v3. This is where Gambit can tend to always have their resources in the right place. Excuse me. Full util dump, they're coming in. The boost under-checked, and oh, it enables Hobbit to find maybe even 3. Finally, Hunter shuts him down. interz swings on the contact. Hunted by NiKo, who's now got 2 players to find.
Needs to get that bomb, it's in the pond. Oh.
Contact immediately taken by interz, just as JaCkz was causing a bit of a stampede of his own. AmaNEk, you have the element of surprise, but he's being very loud about this. nafany back-turned, he wants to focus on the banana fight. And that's contact. Big plays, but trades are there. Hobbit 1 for 1 as well. Even trade that bomb needs to go down. NiKo and Hunter partner up. The language probably shifts. And interz and JaCkz ready for the retake. This is a big fight for him. Can't miss, doesn't. Nice from NiKo. Confirms banana looks clear. Hunter readies for action from CT. And JaCkz with the AWP already in his hands, it looks like they're conceding. G2 will be posting a 3rd. Was that impromptu, do you think, given AmaNEk's find?
Look, maybe it is designed because they've watched a lot of Gambit demos, I would say, and we have theory crafted in the past that the arch side might be a weakness because when they do throw that smoke, he is in two positions he has to watch primarily because interz and JaCkz will...
Smoked off, which he's been flashed. Now blind as a bat, backs up, will be tested. Hobbit needs more, and Shiro partners up for a double. G2 can't seem to break this B site. NiKo is still there for the CT rotate. The flash is bad. Oh, he looks away. A missed opportunity and another missed shot. This is not falling as it could have. Hobbit's pre-aiming him. Perfect find. A third for Hobbit on this B site. Go on, my son. The Mac 10. It was?
It was a Mac 10.
He got 4 in total.
Here they come again.
Oh, they are ahead of him, though. This is the best chance we've seen from G2. Still Hobbit strikes just through the spray on the cross. They boost late. G2 are not across fully. JaCkz is pre-aiming the boost, but timing could be everything. They flash before they peek. Now he's up. Now he's a threat. G2 have the sight. Nexa has nafany, courtesy of the Molotov. We have a 4-on-4. Oh, good God. G2's got a lot to do on this retake. Gambit are potent and in already for more. Hobbit, this is his sight. NiKo's on for the round the world flag. This could be round defining. He's undetected. They're back to turn.
Oh,
they heard him! Shiro slaps! Another frag comes in. It's all onto JaCkz. He's had a tough time on Inferno. They know exactly where he is. Nades galore, free fires there, and Hobbit will take another multi-kill. Get out of my sight.
Oh, boy. How's Hobbit still alive? The first smokes over to Shiro's position.
But he's always good for one. Is Shiro not this time? Can he get away? They're hunting him. AmaNEk might put some bullets into that smoke. He's jumped across very fast. Hobbit's flash is great to suppress and catches him on the push. 4, swinging up short. Good find. Again, his Hobbit is so good. Not another. 3, charging in. All right, try it again. The simulator begins. Hobbit familiar. This time it's nafany that strikes first. He can drop off the new box. The crossfire is hard to break. The spray seems so good. JaCkz brought low. Nexa, that's a crucial find. That could be enough. G2 at least to get the bomb down. A bit of breathing room, unless Hobbit plans to... Oh no, the nade. It's new box. It's over Nexa's head. The spray's there a little late. But the bomb goes down. A 5th would be a gift for G2.
All these nades for the retake.
Yeah, and their health is so horrible. NiKo smoked himself out of position. He's just going to have to sit there and hold it. He knows the boost is possible. There's so many from Gambit. They are such a suffocating force. Oh, Hobbit walking in. It's a good find from Hunter. Tucked into Emo, back into the flames as he blindly walks straight on into the crossfire now established. Axile needs to go down quick and he can't. It's only JaCkz and he just doesn't have the health for this.
It's not planted great for him either.
A Hail Mary through the smoke. He tries his luck. They're defusing in front of his face and just, it really could. This is a great weapon for the job.
Oh,
and
no.
JaCkz has taken down AmaNEk. He quickly makes good on his promise, but the bloodshed does not stop for JaCkz. He's taking teammates and enemies down and like every shot connects. It's actually savable. They can recover.
Hunter, he still has $800. You see that?
I do see that, but I also see that he's made a lot of noise. So at this point, Hobbit, a lot of the hard part done. That's a fight he was looking for. And will secure a 12. Don't stand in front of me. I've got a lot to do here. Slither gap. Punish. Oh, couldn't quite catch on the hip swing. Nice find. Into the site. nafany's there and does deliver. Needs another. He's pushed up close. Oh, and a clean headshot. They can turn this one around now. It's only interz and nafany, 2 versus 4, but the site is his, and interz catching AmaNEk in the face of the smoke. Piecing it together just to break G2 hearts. interz is set up for this app's hold. Now we need to deal with NiKo's walk up. He may not be having his crosshair for the... Oh, dropped off. NiKo's ahead. The timing favors G2 significantly. They're pushing in and they're ready for the fight. Nexa and NiKo save G2's hide there with some great reads. Good understanding of the crossfires established and quick reactions.
Yeah, just there. You bang on in terms of getting in front of that Molotov. It made a huge difference.
And to disrespect the smoke, and they are coming straight through it. He has a crossfire. NiKo, Nexa, previous heroes of the 2v2, now making it very quick. The damage with the silencer, but he is getting hunted. Nade finishes off what he started. I wonder if Nexa's good for another. Tucked in anti. interz does recede. And so banana control is completely and totally maintained.
Well, JaCkz is low.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if Hunter finds him. It's into a favorable state of affairs. Easy for nafany. Nexa can't seem to find the head, like the ideal weapon. Up against the MAC-10. Nice flash. Completely nullifies JaCkz. Interz is into the pit with the bomb. JaCkz got a lot to contend with here. If he mantles up, he's vulnerable. 3 through. Safely into the A's site. They're playing it from short. Hunter's there in support, but he's being pushed. JaCkz found straight through the bales. Gambit so rigid. Set up. G2 have a man advantage for this retake, though, and they do have a smattering of util they'll have to drop. Shiro responsible for this pit peak. Not easy for NiKo to break through with only an MP9. Their weapons just really making this so difficult. That was the bait of the shot, better than any nade. Hobbit could get hit here. This is the trade, needed that. AmaNEk arrives, and now they know there's one in pit. AmaNEk's responsibility. Interz standing strong in the site, though, and it is all onto Interz now. They're so low, he can finish it all, and he has. Time so close, he just has to live, and he is doing enough. It's not. Gambit have done it.
Loves a good fight over towards A. I think he's going to get it.
Bada bing, bada boom. JaCkz's pistol, he is fast. Running away with a lot of the pistol stats. Unfortunately, Dust settles, and his hard work is all for naught. He's got a one-man disadvantage for his squad to overcome. It's going to be Hunter and Nexa equipped with a pretty perfect set. Admittedly, looks like Hobbit's got Molotov and a smoke still to play with. Hunter has to acknowledge that they could go B. Gambit cut noise.
Perfect play here as well, and not only Hobbit's util, but Interz. So if they want to just set up the standard smoke wall towards the back of the site, they can. Left side being smoked off. Molly towards sandbag, just some insurance required. Hobbit will fill the gap, and they even have an HE for the boost as well. So everything they needed.
They're not even planting. This is just to see if Nexa wanted to jump up with the boxes, if anyone wants to push the smokes. Enables Hobbit to set himself up in a very powerful position. And now the bomb is delivered. Still Nexa yet to reveal his tricks. Very predictable position for sure. And he's got a smoke. He intends to use it for sure. That's interesting. Yeah, now Hunter can isolate Interz. Hobbit's there in a prime position to catch the walk up, and look at that. That's calculated from Gambit in this afterplan setup. Impossible to break. You can see how little of Hobbit Hunter could see. Oh, so frustrating. You can see his backpack sticking out, but as soon as you walk a step further, great shot from Nexa. Only that gap, it could be pipped by Hobbit here. NiKo finding another. That's Interz gone. Hobbit does have to be the hero, and he does step up. AmaNEk could fall victim to Hobbit as well. The space has been taken. He has been so good for Gambit here in the semi. Yeah, Nexa's been jiggling relentlessly. He confirms that JaCkz's on his way. He tries to time it perfectly as the molly's released from his fingers. Caught on the move. Shiro shuts him down. Hobbit did catch that Hunter A play. So now a Jenny smoke is thrown, and they go B. NiKo will be ahead of it. God, their util usage, dude. Now he gets a chance. And that chance is seized. No time for this. Hobbit does find a miraculous frag, and he'd have to kill him now. Okay. AmaNEk's movement is just enough to save the day.
ESL will be okay with it, but if you just break it, then we might have to pay for it.
Well, they're on their way to Nexa's domain. He will be Molotov'd. Oh, he won't. Here we go. Oh! JaCkz strikes. Nice from Hunter. Even nearly a third. Interz is forced off the angle. He has got the bomb. If he could just find the frag, that's enough for a round. Nice from Hunter. Doesn't let things spiral. Hobbit, of course, is a threat, but with 25 seconds, the clock is G2's best friend at this point. NS in the chat. Nexa compliments JaCkz's nonsense, but Hobbit, he seems alert that they could have taken a lot of space here. And with 10 seconds left, he seems to be giving up the fight for the bomb, would rather just try and do more economical damage and survive himself. Seems like a perfect little hidey hole. G2 aren't going to get greedy with this line anymore. Tucks in as nafany clears. Gambit are gathering A, and G2 are on the wrong side of the map. He doesn't have any util. It will have to be his weapon that does the talking and the defending. Slipping through short as they aggress through ramp. It's not the worst case. Interz has been given the responsibility of housing that. Oh, and JaCkz, he does strike beautifully. Not ready for the Hobbit swing, or at least unable to convert it. Just like that, the round will fall apart. Gambit Just committing to the A site after finding that opening pick.
Yeah, and great work. They've watched the demos. They've done their homework. We saw that setup out of G2 yesterday, right? The jiggle from that box in sight here, just on the jiggle.
He's been holding this angle. It's powerful. He still doesn't finish it off neat and tidy. Finally takes JaCkz down, but the space is taken. Look at interz go. Flash, perfect. Frag, better. Tight, no problem onto NiKo either. Well, that's the round. Unless they fancy their chances, AmaNEk yet to frag. He does have all the equipment he'd desire for this, and maybe they are going to dip their toe into the site, see what they can find. It's JaCkz with a full util as well.
Yeah, these nades could be nice if they can get a molly. Displace them a bit here. There is a chance.
Yeah, interz incredibly low, crossing back towards that site. They are testing. JaCkz is such a threat, posted up on both sides of that gens, and I think AmaNEk's thought better of it, would rather grab the other side. And on the push, it's nafany that wins the fight. The trade is not there. NiKo gets absolutely bamboozled with just a Mach 10 as well. Hunter, he knows he's under a lot of pressure now. He'll fall back into an elevated line, would need 2 heads immediately upon the cross, and he does find them.
nafany's low still.
Yeah, it's a competitive round if nexa and AmaNEk can piece it together, but their rotate is so delayed. He's gone round the world. AmaNEk's still uncertain of the mid lurk.
The bomb hasn't hit the site just yet. Gambit are hitting pause again. It's this fight right here. If nafany can win against nexa, it's all over. Now there's a chance.
It does to find the frag. He actually takes contact so early, but it does leave AmaNEk in a very dire situation. A smoke, does he have the kit? No. Could find this Hobbit close line, but he's perfect. He's been alert of the right side boost, but perhaps the left is a challenge. A step too far for Gambit. They do nade him down nicely, so they will try and take this space. JaCkz, however, walking straight into Shiro, and he's going to charge forward, not backwards. He wants more, and now AmaNEk's getting run down. Shiro opens the door to A, and Gambit complete 180 off the back of one man. He's got the full util set, no worries. NiKo's been forced to acknowledge that it's possible A. Gambit are up to their usual hijinks here. They've parked one. Oh, so much depending on what Hunter finds here, and that's perfect. By clearing it out, concern of NiKo grows even more. Oh, and Hobbit's hitting everything. That was a one-on-one. He didn't even need to call upon Shiro.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a lot of info.
He's low.
That's a lot of info, and Hobbit will just be the bait. Shiro looking to finish it. And just as he looks away, Gambit strike again.
I don't know.
And this is a semi-final. I will remind you, this is the playoffs where Gambit make the most rigid, the most developed, and some of the most expensive rosters in history look foolish. Now, AmaNEk has got a bit of an opportunity here. It's a double dink required. It's an unretrievable AK. He'd love one. He'd love one, but nafany's too ready for it. NiKo is on a fast flank, so if Hunter can just keep him busy, perhaps that deagle from his brother-in-arms will be able to do some damage. Nice from JaCkz.
Oh, huge from JaCkz.
Just popped off, and if he finds it, he's so good. Okay, JaCkz is doing what JaCkz does best. interz is not going to get that bomb down, and Shiro will strike. He's quick. You can see why he's compared and put in the same breath as Simple in hot pursuit.
Oh, NiKo's forced forward.
Nice find. Needs another. Shiro firing off a warning shot, but NiKo has managed to perfectly slip down the scaff. interz is not ready for this, and this is a powerful double. The fact that nexa's got another as well puts Shiro on notice. 1 versus 3, and NiKo, his first. Wants the rifle. Doesn't get in time.
Take it back later, but NiKo's being boosted up very quickly here. 2 on the site to receive this. Here they come.
He smokes his teammate out. NiKo is fully blind, but right next to 2 of them. His back is turned. interz can't believe his luck. It's about to be a big brawl. Looks like G2 have come out on top. Shiro hunted. That was the bomb, though. But AmaNEk's delivered it behind the gen. That's not ideal, especially if Hunter goes down. That's a big if. Big if, and he doesn't. Finding the frag now relieves a lot of pressure. They put a lot of bullets into the smoke, enables Hobbit to perhaps take some space if he could hit a quick bang. Okay, they've spotted him out now. Is the bomb going A? It might do. JaCkz is going to finish our problems.
Rotate over towards mid and B. Definitely possible, but he's going through. nafany, absolutely insane play. Nexa receives, knocks him down.
That was the funny business, wasn't it? That might change things for G2, finding such an early scalp.
Oh, okay. Staying very interesting here. They're being pressured all across. This is the moments in where we see G2 fall apart after they've been a little bit tagged up by the Deagles. It gets late round and then...
Oh, he's going to pop Shiro in. They're going to be blind here, dude. JaCkz needs to find this frag before it pops, otherwise they're doing the dance. Nice find, he was tucked in tight. Interz ready and receives with the Deagle. JaCkz gone, that's one of the big guns. And there goes another Hunter, this time losing the AK. It's in with the retrieval. NiKo wants to take space, but if Axel hears this, Crosshairs in the right place. NiKo's got a lot to do. He's pushing him. Axel is caught on the retreat, and that enables a little bit of space, and it's only a little. Bomb to be planted. NiKo's got to hold a lot here, and if they deagle, oh, fully blind. interz gets him, and Gambit immediately snatch away the response. NiKo actually does punish that missed spray from Hobbit. Deagles of their own design. G2 are chasing this dragon. Oh, tough one for Nexa. A tut of his tongue as he goes down. And the rest, I'm afraid, gets very difficult for this Deagle adventure that G2 are trying to forge. They've invested all their schmeckles into it.
These are the type of rounds yesterday versus Astralis that they somehow pulled off in the last 20 seconds, but the low HP... That make this even more difficult. Hunter's going to be first.
Oh, there you go, mate. There you go. It's Hunter this time. We know what JaCkz and NiKo are capable of. Hunter reminds us as well. This is so easy to fall apart, though, with their low HP.
Yeah, if they overthink it as well, they might just run back into one of these rifles.
With two smokes up, you can't resist, can you? You want that plant. You're going to go for it. JaCkz using that smoke to pass safely. Playing safe now. Important round for G2. All of the red faces from the previous would be completely relieved. And Gambit are out of there. They're just straight out of there.
They just
drops their own smoke against them. Hunter running up and caught just as he swapped to the util. nafany's such a thorn in their side, and any of these scout shots hit are only going to make nafany's job easier. There's a prime example. He can peek out again. He's even going for wild no-scopes. And it's going to work! JaCkz caught straight through the box. Shiro can do no wrong. Yeah, just get out of there. Nothing you can do. Resides himself to a T-side save.
He's been heard, though. Very noisy about this up the ladder. Hobbit's going to find him.
He might even... Yeah, 2 seconds to spare. But as we established, Axel and interz B-site nerds, they've managed to find some great angles, and it does look like Nexus adventures have been cut short.
There's
Here
two
they
on the
come.
site.
They're ready for this fight. JaCkz is completely blind, and it's going to be a 2 from Axel. Oh, even a 3rd on the cards. Hunter quick to the draw. Goes down to the nades, and NiKo needs so much more. Fights left and right. It's just way too much.
Group stage.
Ooh, Shiro's actually in a lot of trouble. Nexa will finish him off, and if they get nafany, that was the round right there on a silver platter. 2 frags. 1 death favoring them. Hobbit and interz are already reactionarily in the right place.
He's going forward.
Yeah, they want the fight, and just bodyguarded by NiKo as another double frag is found. Axel's AWP, you know where he is. Been walked up on by Hunter on short as well.
If he gets AmaNEk on the
flank,
flank,
he might actually catch him. Oh, he's already slipped. Loudly stepping.
Seems aware that something's possible.
Yeah, wants to contest. Draw fire, jumping straight into AmaNEk, and he wasn't far off the mark. Tuck on in for the short cross. That's a big find from JaCkz.
Sorry, what?
Just over the smoke. Predictive perhaps, but on the flash, it's a good chance. nafany can't seem to finish off AmaNEk. It's always interz nades, though. It's not the first time we've seen him finish off a close duel. Brings him straight back into the even keel.
don't think there's any dropping back for G2 this time, though. They're pretty committed to this. nafany, he's secured that.
It's a question of how much he wants to push it. Knowing Gambit, not too much, but he is walking in. NiKo's holding it, spots him out, and a big find. A couple of big deliveries out of JaCkz and NiKo. Fakes the steps away. Full loud towards B. Shiro and interz burrow deeper.
Calling the bluff here.
Oh, this can fall apart for G2.
Multi-kill potential for interz right here, right now.
It's JaCkz. He is that blunt object.
Oh, back turned.
Nice find, only Shiro. Already caught the cross. The bomb needs to get to default. They don't have the smoke. The flash could have bought time, but Nexa's
9
trapped.
seconds.
9 seconds. That was the shot he had to hit. Good God. And now NiKo, he needs the frag. It's a USP versus an AK. 2 and 1. He's actually running the clock. Gambit's take it. Shiro steals it.
So was the low player floating towards spawn. That was the chance.
That was the find, and look at Shiro already aware that he may have to go and take contact elsewhere. He's tucking into B, ahead of the molly, and even doing damage. Nexa does get tagged. Axel's the one with the frag. 15 seconds. It's a Mac 10 from AmaNEk. A good find. If he could just have dealt with Axel, maybe NiKo can. And will, 10 seconds, get that bomb down. nafany to play spoiler. He can win it right here, right now. He's just going to close the gap. NiKo's vulnerable on the plant. He's pushed up. NiKo has to hit this shot.